Hello again. In this video, we're going to set up our email service. You may have already noticed the emails that were sent in our app whenever a user signed up or forgot their password. We're going to show you how to preview emails that are sent from your app. We use this cool gem called Letter Opener, which, for development purposes, will open up emails within our browser and also saves them within the storage directory within our app. I highly recommend using this gem to preview your app's emails. So let's say a user forgot their password. We'll enter their email, hit send. As you can see, Letter Opener opened this new email that's saved in this file path within our app. Great. If we open up our temp directory and open up Letter Opener, each folder here corresponds to an email that's been sent in our app. Excellent. Great. Now let's change our password. Let's enter a new password. Hit save. Great. Great. Now let's open up config, environments, development.rb, and let's scroll down. And as you can see, Letter Opener is set to the delivery method for Action Mailer. Now we're going to change this. Let's comment that out and scroll down, and let's uncomment the block underneath, which allows you to test email with Gmail. Great. Now, if you remember our Rails credentials, we see two values again, Google SMTP email and Google SMTP password. Now we're going to set up our Google account and hook it up to our app. So let's open up your Gmail, click on your picture, and go manage your Google account. On the left-hand side, we're going to click on security. Now in this section, you must have two-step verification enabled. Once it's enabled, you should see this App Passwords option. We'll click on App Passwords. Now, App Passwords allows you to use passwords for third-party apps. We'll delete our previous app password and fill in the required fields. We'll set ours to Other, and we'll give our app a name. We'll just call ours CBD for Chatbot Detector. Hit Generate. Great. Our app password was generated. Good job. Now let's copy this app password. Now we're going to edit our Rails credentials file. So let's open up our terminal. Let's type editor equals vim Rails credentials edit. Let's press I to enable editing. Now let's navigate with the arrow keys to replace the Google SMTP email with the email we just generated an app password for. And let's replace this password with our app password. Great, we pasted that. Now let's press escape, :WQ. We'll save the file. Fantastic. Now let's navigate to our production environment to make sure that Gmail is also set for our Action Mailer delivery method. And it is set, so there's no further configuration there. Great. Now we'll go back to our terminal and restart our server. Let's press Ctrl+C, Rails server. Let's open up our browser, sign out our user. Now let's try resetting our password. Let's click Forgot Password. Now let's enter the email. Hold on one second. We'll hold off on sending an email since we'll actually be sending an email to richard@gmail.com. To test our emails, let's create a new user, but this time we'll use an email that we have access to. So let's fill out the form fields just like before. Let's enter our password. Let's pick a country. Now we're going to enter an email that we have access to. Let's use the email we connected to our app. Let's enter a birth date. Accept the agreement. Let's hit register. Great job. Now we'll check out our email. As you can see, the confirmation instructions were successfully sent to our email. Now we can click confirm the account. Great, we've successfully confirmed the user's account. Now you may have noticed another email was sent along with our confirmation email. This one was titled New User Joined. If we take a look at this New User Joined email, we can see the basic email properties such as sent from, name, carbon copy, blind carbon copy, and all that cool stuff. Let's go back to our code. Now the app has two mailers. The first mailer is the devise mailer, which sends the standard account confirmation, forgot password emails, and they're all handled by devise. The second mailer is the user mailer. This is the mailer we made, and it's responsible for sending the new user joined email. If you'd like to learn more about Action Mailer and how to create your own mailers, visit Ruby on Rails Guides, Action Mailer Basics. Now let's go back to our app. If we navigate to app/app, mailers, application mailer, here we can see the default values that are going to be sent from all emails sent within your app. So if you'd like to have one place where you edit your email's sender's details, this is the file to set these values in. So every email you send in your app is going to be sent from Kim, if you don't specify another person in your custom mailer. Now let's head over to user mailer. This is our custom mailer. Think of this file as a controller for your emails. As you can see, we've written a function called user created. Now we can call this method from our app, and the corresponding new user joined email will be sent. You may have noticed this email attachment.jpg, and this file rests in app/app assets images email attachment.jpg. And this is how we attach multiple files to an email, by setting them via the attachments properties. Now let's go to app/app controllers, users, registrations controller. These are the definitions for the devise authentication actions for everything associated with creating and updating a user. Now, as you can see, the blocks that we uncommented will have some of our custom logic in it. If you look at the create block, we call a super do. Now in the super do, we check if the user has a ID that's greater than 0, meaning they've been added to our database. Next, we pass in the resource that's passed in from devise as the user parameter for the user created method, and we call deliver later so that it's called asynchronously. As you can see, our mailer method, we call the params user to access the user param that's passed in. And for our to method, we see we can pass in user.email, user.username, any kind of custom devise associated column. Great. Now you're probably wondering how you can customize the emails we send. And so we're just going to show you how to quickly customize this new user joined email. If we head over to app/app views, user mailer, and click the user created Ruby template file, this is the HTML that's displayed in our email. Now I recommend you keep it as simple as possible, which will allow you to easily test your emails. There's also a plain text version, as we just saw, which is pretty cool. Now you're able to send emails throughout your app. So that's the basic overview of the app and how you can quickly get your application up and running. I hope you enjoyed. The app is meant to help you get your wheels spinning quickly. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to deploy your app to a live server for production.